Hi, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be letting Spotify dictate how much I read every day for a week. How is this going to work? I have here this playlist that I created a while ago called Gloomy Days. This year I've been obsessed with this playlist because I created it so I could romanticize rain and the gray skies. It was really rough the beginning of the year here where I live in. So I created this playlist so I could romanticize everything, and ever since I've been obsessed. I'm going to shuffle the playlist, and whichever music it lands on, it chooses, I'll be converting the time of the music into hours. Let's run an example, and this can be the time for today already. Okay, it got me Nude by Radiohead, and this song has 4 minutes and 15 seconds, which means I'm gonna be reading for 4 hours and 15 minutes, which is fair. That's fair. Okay, I'm gonna put a clock, like a timer, for hours and 15 minutes. I'm gonna wait. So I first choose the book I'm going to be reading because I just finished the book I was reading. That means I have to choose another one, and I'm kind of stuck on that choice. I can finish the Folk of the Air trilogy by Holly Black. I just have one book left, which is The Queen of Nothing. Then I can start the Legacy of Gods series by Rina Kent with God of Malice. And then I could keep on going with The Hunger Games because I just read the first one again. I reread it, and now I have to reread the other so I can catch up until The Sunrise on the Reaping. Or randomize with this jar, even though I'm not feeling like randomizing it. I think we got to a conclusion, which means let's read God of Malice by Rina Kent, starting now. Okay, so it's been 2.5 hours roughly. So we have left 2 hours and 2 minutes. And I read 37% of God of Malice. I'm loving this. I'm completely into whatever this is. I'll always be a dark romance defender, honestly. I'll always defend and stand up for dark romance. Yeah, sometimes there's some weird shit going on, but we have to remember that it's fiction, okay? And we have to keep that in our mind. Honestly, I was missing dark romance. As I said before in other videos, I've been, ever since the summer, like last summer, I've been into romantasy and fantasy a lot more. But right now I picked, like this month I picked up like 3 dark romance books or something, and they made me realize that I was missing this. The thrill of like reading something slightly weird and dark and not polite at all. We're halfway through our timer for today. I think I can manage to read like 70 to 80% of this book still, like today still. Okay, timer is up. It's currently 4:22 p.m. and the timer just went off. As I predicted before, I am currently 70% in the book, 71 to be precise, not that you can see. I'm loving this. Like, I know this is really weird to say, but I find Killian so endearing. Like, he's so cute, like he's so unaware of emotions, and I know that's like a mental condition, okay? I'm not romanticizing antisocial personality disorder. It's so endearing the way he talks and the way he is really not aware of anything. He just doesn't give a shit because of his mental issues. And I just want to shout it out there that I know this is a mental condition, it's a real thing, and it's not romantic, and it's not cool to have it or to experience it or whatever. I know that. We're reading a romance book, right? Dark romance, so it's fiction, and I gotta say something about it. Like, will you blame me? No, don't sue me. But I find Killian he's so sweet. He's a killer, but a cute one. But yeah, honestly, I can't wait to finish this book tomorrow. I would keep on reading if I could now. For the sake of this video and for the purpose of it, I will leave the rest for tomorrow morning. Good morning, how are you? I have something to confess, and this little challenge is harder for me than I was expecting, because apparently I read like 12 hours a day, and so it was really hard yesterday not to pick up God of Malice at night, because I finished the 4 hours and 15 minutes like at the end of the afternoon or something. It was really hard not to pick up the book again and to not read more yesterday. So today we're going to finish it, and we're already going to choose the next book because we're almost finishing God of Malice. Just like yesterday, we have a couple of options. We can continue the Legacy of Gods series and just go through them. I can also decide to endure Queen of Nothing, which is the only book I have left in the Air Folk trilogy, or the Folk of the Air, or whatever. Or we can choose one of my physical books, but I'm looking at all of them and none of them seem worthy. I feel a lot of things, and right now what I'm feeling is, just for a palette cleanser, I'm going to choose the Queen of Nothing. Just so I get a little bit of something different, I'm gonna do the Queen of Nothing. So now it's time to randomize our reading time for today through Spotify. We got TV by Billie Eilish, which means we get 4 hours and 41 minutes. Almost the same as yesterday, but we're gonna live with it. We got it right here. Okay, it's been a while and I finally finished God of Malice. I have to say it's a 4 stars for me. I would have given it a 5 stars if some things were a little bit different. It's not that I didn't enjoy this, but I felt like she was fighting him like the whole book up until 90% of it. I just wished she had accepted her feelings for him a little bit early on, like at 70% or something. Yeah, I can't give 5 stars to all books, otherwise it will make it less special. Now we're on to The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, which is the 3rd book of the Folk of the Air trilogy. And if you don't know what that is the trilogy of The Cruel Prince. I just bet I can like almost finish this book in this time. I'm back! As you saw during the last clip, or I hope it was the last clip, I finished The Queen of Nothing with still a couple of minutes to spare. So I think I'm gonna just transport those minutes to tomorrow, because right now I have other things to do and I had other things to do. So I'm filming this an hour after I finished the book. What do I think? What do I think? I gave it a 3.5 stars. Honestly, this whole trilogy was a little underwhelming for me. I was expecting way more. I knew it was political, I knew it was fantasy and had little to no romance, or the romance was like a subplot, but I was expecting so much more from everything I've heard and seen about this trilogy. It didn't do much to me. It didn't alter my brain chemistry. I gave it a 3.5 stars because I gave it 3 stars to the second book, and I felt like this one was better than the second, but still not good enough to be like a 4 stars or a 5 stars. So, and yeah, that's all I have for today. I think I'll keep on reading the Legacy of God series, so that leads me to God of Pain. And I have a surprise for you. Something came in the mail today and I'm really excited. I present to you Rites of the Starling by Daphne Perry. This is the second book of the Shield of Sparrows. I'm really excited. This came in the mail and I was like, I had completely forgotten I had bought this book. Good morning! Another day, another book we're going to be reading. However, I did change my mind. I changed my mind and I think I'm gonna introduce you to something, which is welcome to the Jar of Wisdom. We're yet again going to randomize the next book I'm reading, and so I'm gonna shuffle this, I'm gonna take out a paper and let's see what we get. And we got God Killer by Hannah Kenner. This is the book, the cover, stunning. And this is the first one of the Fallen Gods trilogy. I'm really excited to read it, so let's go. But as you know, we still have something to do, which is randomize how much time we're going to read. And now what do we get? Okay, Chamber of Reflection, Mac DeMarco, 3 hours 51 minutes. 3 hours 51 minutes starting now. Okay, so we have half an hour left, 29 minutes and 31 seconds. I am on chapter 13 and let me tell you, this was not what I was expecting. Honestly, I was expecting very much, even though I haven't seen any reviews or anything about this book. I just saw it on a bookstore, thought it would look pretty because this cover is stunning, and I thought, well, this looks like a good fantasy. And I'm not saying it's not good, I don't know yet. Okay, really okay so far. I think it's just too much for me. I need a little bit of a romance subplot, and right now there's pretty much none, so maybe that's what's throwing me off. Also, all the names, I'm getting kind of confused, even though I'm 13 chapters in. Today is also not like the best day. I don't know, I'm feeling weird. The mood is weird, like my mood is weird. I'm a little bit down, I'm a little bit sad. I'm going to be vulnerable and admit that today is not the best day for me. And after reading God of Malice, I believe that this was a complete 180, and maybe that's also the reason why I'm struggling a little bit getting into this. I feel like it's a good fantasy, okay? Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think the problem is me right now. Yeah, I am the problem. And yeah, I just wanted to come here and say that I know I haven't been filming much today, and I also didn't do it yesterday. But yeah, but the days are being kind of rough on me. I'm dealing with some things. So I have still half an hour. I'm gonna finish this timer and then I'll see if things got better or not. This is like, what, 30% of the book? 40? So yeah, I'll come with an update when I can. I hope I can focus on it a little bit more. But it's a nice fantasy to be reading, I think. It's just a 180, completely different thing from the dark romance I was reading like yesterday. Good morning, besties! Welcome to another day. It's currently 10:40 a.m. I slept in a little bit. I usually wake up at like 7 or 8. Yesterday, yeah, difficult day as I said before. So what happened was I just read the last half hour and it got me until chapter 15. Let's randomize the time for today and hope I can do it because I have some things to do today afternoon. I'm taking you with me. I've decided, that's my decision. And I was listening to some music yesterday, so we gotta play Let Down Radiohead, which is 4 hours and 59 minutes. So pretty much we have 5 hours ahead of us. Yeah, I think in 5 hours I can finish this, honestly. And I'm grateful for that because I wanna read another book. I want to read another dark romance, honestly. So here we have our clock and guys, unfortunately, I fear I might have to DNF it. Yeah, I think in 5 hours I can finish this, honestly. And I'm grateful for that because I want to read another book. I never DNF books. One of my goals this year was to stop thinking that DNFing was like a taboo and start like enjoying my books. Basically just to not pressure myself into reading a book just because I started it, and I fear I might have to DNF this one. I'm a little bit over 50% in, but this is not doing it for me. I know that randomizing my books was like kind of a risky idea because I'm a mood reader and I've been into fantasy and romantasy for the last like 10 months. No, not 10, but like 7 months maybe. Ever since the summer, like last summer. And I thought right now I would just jump back into fantasy after reading so many dark romances and romances, but it's not doing it for me, and I feel like it would be a waste of time and opportunity to be reading this book while not even, you know, enjoying it. I think I'm going to just keep on reading the Legacy of Gods. I'm going to the 3rd book because a couple of nights ago I was bored and so I read the 2nd one, and yeah, I think that's going to be the strat. We're going to have a change of plans and I'll leave this book so I can keep on reading it or restart it another time when I'm more in the mood to just read a really complex fantasy. For the remaining 4 hours and 18 minutes, I hit pause a little bit, but for the remaining 4 hours and 18 minutes, I'm going to start and read the 3rd book in the Legacy of Gods. I'm going to start God of Wrath. I can't breathe. I'm so anxious today. This sucks. Okay, so I just took a quick shower and got dressed because I gotta go out. And yes, I'm using yesterday's clothes. Don't judge me, okay? Yesterday I just got out of the house for like 5 minutes, so they're not dirty. I didn't sweat. Look at her! Yeah, she's kind of clingy. Especially today. She usually is a little bit clingy, but today she was in the bathroom the whole time I was taking a shower, which is not usual. But yeah, washed my hair. My hair looks... My hair's long, guys! It's not showing so much from the front because I have a lot of layers, but from the back my hair is long, guys! Do you see this thing? Yeah, this was my dog. This was her. She's here. O que é que tu queres? Girl, por favor. Eu não te pari, tipo, eu não... Tu não nasceste de mim. I'm going out. I don't know what time it is because my phone is charging on the other side of the room. I'm leaving at like 2:30. I'll be listening to an audiobook since I won't be like actually reading. I'm really enjoying it. I don't regret the decision of DNFing God Killer. Yeah, I especially love the fact that in this series they're all kind of crazy, right? They're all completely deranged. I like the fact that she went searching for a website about kinks. It's like this website where you put like your kinks and your do's and don'ts, then they match you with a perfect partner for it that, you know, it's a match for you. Kind of like Tinder, but like you don't have a choice to see who you're gonna get. And then Jeremy, which, yeah, this book is about Jeremy Volkov. And Jeremy suddenly is like, I'm gonna go. I want her. But yeah, he's psychotic and I'm loving it. This is all I needed. This is the outfit. Yeah, I'll talk to you on my way there. Hey guys, guess what? We had an emergency and yesterday I ended up neither filming nor reading more like in the afternoon, but at night I did read the rest of the 45 minutes I had left in the timer, and that got me until I think we're at 40%, more or less. Yeah, we're at 40%. And I'm just gonna say I'm loving this. Like, I think this is by far the best of this series yet. And I know it's been only 3 books, this is the 3rd one, but I think this is going to be the first 5 stars of this series. And I really love that. But I just wanted to come on here while I'm editing this because I have to edit this today so I can post this tomorrow. And I just wanted to come and give you an update. I had a little of an emergency when I was at my friend's place and it didn't exactly go as we planned, like the afternoon, so yeah, I couldn't film. It was really personal, and yeah, I'm just here to say goodbye and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm still getting the grasp on this type of video. I'll get better at it as long as I go. But bye.